because I am going to get very personal with how both of these aspects, like hydrocephalus and infertility, have shaped my identity over the years. And we're going to get really personal, we're going to get really deep, so grab a drink, grab some snacks. This video might get a little bit longer, and let's dive right into it. Hi, my name is Dani and I film videos about my life with hydrocephalus and how I navigate living with hydrocephalus, and more recently my experience with infertility. Okay, so first things first, for the past 17 years I've had hydrocephalus, so that, as you know, has shaped a lot of my early life, like my teenage years and my early adult life. It affected a lot of how I saw myself, like how I viewed the world, how I viewed my limitations, my strengths, how I interacted with others and with the world. But as I got older, I learned to accept it, I learned to live with it and even thrive. And for the past, couple of years, all of my content has been, apart from fertility, about how you can lead a healthy, happy life with hydrocephalus. But when I started my fertility journey, and I have said this many times before, I was faced with a new challenge that I wasn't prepared for. Emotionally, physically, mentally, like nothing could have prepared me for my journey with infertility. Because infertility is something no one can truly prepare you for. Like when I found out that I would need IVF to become a mom, like I felt like my body was betraying me all over again. Not only with having hydrocephalus, but now again this issue with the infertility, and with, I felt broken. I felt that something was wrong with my body and it wasn't, doing what it was supposed to be doing. And after spending so many years of learning how to live and navigate with hydrocephalus, now I was being faced with this another huge challenge. And I'm not one to complain or something, and I don't usually go about telling people about my struggles apart from this channel. This channel is our safe space, guys. But it felt unfair, like it felt utterly unfair. It felt like, when will it end? And some of you may know, others may not, but my husband also was diagnosed with MS, like in 2018. So it was like one blow after the other, and I was like, when will it end? Oh, and by the way, I'm really sorry if you can hear construction works. There is a construction right outside of my window. So if there is anything that is, any noises or something, I apologize. So dealing with infertility brought about many different emotions, which I think are normal in this situation, I think. So, of course, it brought about sadness, it brought about frustration, anger. I started to question my identity all over again. Like, who am I? Like, who was I? Was I strong enough to handle this challenge? What would this mean for my future as a mom? And would this change me in any way? So one thing I've realized is that both hydrocephalus and infertility don't define me, but they have certainly shaped me in ways I never expected. So hydrocephalus has taught me resilience and strength and patience and how to advocate for myself, while infertility has taught me hope and vulnerability and how important it is to be able to lean on others at certain times. And this is something that I feel very strongly about. In my relationship, I felt safe to lean on to my partner. I also had a couple of friendships that I felt like safe space, and I cannot stress enough the importance of therapy if you're feeling that you're struggling with emotions during infertility. I work in mental health myself now. I've spoken about this on my previous video. I have a support group for women that are going through infertility treatments and that are going through IVF. I cannot tell you enough how much my personal therapy has helped me get through this, go through this journey and get onto the other side in one piece. I don't want to be dramatic here, but it can be extremely draining and it can be extremely frustrating, sad and lonely. Like, this journey can be all of these things, and if you don't have a safe space where you can talk to, or someone that you can talk to about your experiences, it can be a very, very heavy burden to carry. And as someone who works in mental health, I understand how crucial it is to process these experiences and to acknowledge them, to accept them on like even a visceral level if you want. And I have had to learn to be gentle to myself, to embrace my journey and to accept that these challenges are part of who I am. And now I know that they don't define me. They have certainly helped me find strength in unexpected ways. And this is something that I want to tell you as well. If you're going through something hard, if you're struggling with, mental health or physical health or something, these experiences do not need to define you. They don't define you, but and I know that it might sound cliche, they may help you find strength in, the most unexpected places. And I want you to know that if you're going through something similar, you are not alone. It's okay to question who you are, and it's okay to struggle. I want you to give yourself permission to feel that it's okay to struggle. It's okay to be, mourning a certain part of your life. So, for example, if you're suffering from a chronic disease or if you're going through infertility, it's okay to even mourn that life that you are kind of envisioning for yourself that's not coming true and that will not be coming true, because a certain part of mourning is actually like we are mourning our lives that we had envisioned with the person we are mourning, or with the experience that we are mourning, or with, that pregnancy we lost, or with the limitations that our illness, for example, or our condition is putting us through. And remember that these challenges are shaping you into someone more resilient, someone stronger, and someone capable of things you never imagined. And nowadays I have kind of learned to embrace both of these aspects of my life, like living with hydrocephalus and my infertility and my journey with infertility, as two life-shaping events. Like, maybe this is way too dramatic, but events that made a profound impact on my life. That we as humans face many such challenges or many such experiences in our lives. Like, for example, our relationships, or our experience in school even, or how we find partners, or how we establish lifelong friendships, our jobs, being parents, all of these I kind of envision as life-shaping experiences. And for me, living with hydrocephalus and dealing with infertility are two more such experiences. And some people go through way more dramatic and way more harder things in their lives, but some people don't. But this does not mean that either person's experiences are invalid. I really hope that we create here a very safe community where everyone can feel free to express, and say how they feel, and, share their experiences, share their emotions, share their fears. I've had so many of you guys telling me in the comments that your VP shunt surgery is on the next day, or that your sister or your cousin or your mother-in-law is being diagnosed with hydrocephalus. So many people contacted me on Instagram asking me for, my experience, because their surgery is on the next day or next week. And I really want to keep this community going, and I really want to keep it safe and to initiate the discussion about mental health around physical illness, around the emotional aspect of chronic illness or infertility, or, dealing with this or this condition. So if you connected with this video, thank you very much. And if you're on a similar journey, like whether it's hydrocephalus or IVF and infertility, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need a little encouragement today. And let's keep supporting each other. Love you guys. Bye. See you in the next one.